Hi there, welcome to Floating in Books. This is going to be my sweater slash jumper collection and declutter because I've got way too many. Welcome to everybody watching today. Thank you so very much for joining me. This video is going to be every single sweater I own. I'm going to put them on me for you so that you can see what they look like. I've cleared the rail out of the way, so we've got plenty of space. I'm going to angle you down a little bit so I can take the distance and you can see it full on. And there's a lot here, and I definitely need to cull some because I've just acquired many more sweaters in better quality than what I used to own. So I definitely need to start taking some decisions. So let me just get to this video because this might be a long one, especially if I have to take decisions on what to get rid of. So the things you've seen in the thumbnail is what's lying next to me right here. And then pretty much my entire bed is covered in sweaters as well. And we definitely need to get rid of some. So let me just get to it. So first things first, someone said they found it annoying that I'm holding the microphone in my hand when I do a video like this, but ever since I got this new mic, I feel the audio is a lot better. So it's either going to be super echoey because this room isn't super furnished, or it's going to be me holding a microphone, and I think better audio is much better. So this way I also have the freedom to be putting on clothes as I'm talking to you. So this is just way easier for me. So we're kicking things off with a And Other Stories oversized, just very boring gray sweater that has a stain. Because I wore this yesterday and I was making noodles, and whenever I have noodles, I'm like a big child and I spill things over myself all the time. So this was in the wash, so I've just popped it on for you so that we have something to start with. And I'm not wearing any makeup because some of these are like this where they have a higher neck, and I don't want to get makeup all over them. And I think that way we can also really see what does it do for my coloring. A color like this, I have now found I just don't really need as many gray sweaters, I think. So I definitely think in the gray sweater department, we're gonna have to do some culling because I've gotten some other ones in the past year, 2 years that make me feel something like this. Also, I don't tend to wear to work. I only wear this around the house when I'm filming videos very often. I do really like it. It's by And Other Stories. I'm not sure if I told you that. And these are really, really comfortable. This one is just a little bit too big. And usually I do a little bit of a side tuck with a lot of my sweaters. So I want them to be oversized so that they drape nicely and that they're just really comfortable. So this is a really comfy sweater. I definitely don't want to get rid of this, but this is going to go back into the wash because, yeah. Let me do some other lighter gray knits because I've got 2 more. Let me just show you those. And this is another light gray sweater. As you can see, this is from H&M, and this is a 100% wool one, and I think I want to keep this one as well. Let me get a little bit closer. The reason why I like this is because of that marl effect. It's got navy and mustard. I'm not sure if you can see the mustard in here, but it's got some other colors that make it gray, but not a boring gray like the And Other Stories one. In fact, I think I'm just gonna have to put the And Other Story stuff with, or at least that one, with my loungewear stuff because I really only tend to wear it around the house. This one is really nice and comfy. It's quite warm, but I feel that it has that nice little bit of tuck, but it's not too long and oversized. This fits me really, really well, so I definitely want to keep this one. And then I think the one that may have to go is this one from H&M. This is an acrylic blend sweater, so this isn't as warm as the wool or the And Other Stories one because those have an actual wool count and this one doesn't. And I haven't worn it a lot because it has this giant collar on it, it's super big, my head can just disappear in this thing, and it makes it super difficult to store for that reason as well. So even though I like a high neck, I don't want it to be this bulky. Like this is just a little bit too much bulk, and I feel it kind of overwhelms the sweater, and that's why I don't wear this one. So this is going to be my first declutter. And here we have like a green category I thought we could do next, because I have got a couple of green things as well. This is a really nice like olivey khaki green. Let me come a little bit closer so the lighting catches it just a little bit better. Again, it's not super boring, like it's not a flat knit, and it does have a high neck, but you can control where the collar goes because of the zip that it has, which is what I love about this one. I love the sleeves on this. It's from H&M, and this thing is very, very long. Like this is a dress on me if I don't like tuck it. So what I tend to do is that I sort of fold it in half. This has a little bit of stretch, so I feel it just sort of like stays up like this. I don't need to tuck it into my bra or into my jeans for it to stay put. I can just wear it like this. Sometimes I will tuck it a little bit like this, and then I'll just wear this bit like longer. Like it has options. So this is one that I do really enjoy, so I would like to keep it. This is something I've also worn in the past couple of months, so I know I like this one. I know it's comfy for me. And this is my dark green knit. This is also from Other Stories. It's the same material as the gray sweater, but in a dark green and a slightly like cropped style with a round neck and a balloon sleeve. I think this is cute, but this is sort of lost in my wardrobe. I really enjoy it. Let me have a look in the mirror, which is right here. I do like this. Like I like the color on me. I bought this to replace another dark green sweater I used to own, to have one in a better quality. I'm not sure if I'm really into this anymore. This should go into the maybe pile, I think. Because I don't remember the last time I wore this. Maybe it's the balloon sleeve, but maybe it's just a little too cutesy, and it's not what I'm going for when I'm wearing a sweater, you could say. But I really like the color. I really enjoy this color on me. So for now, I'm veering towards keep, but I'm going to put it in the maybe pile. And this is an H&M one. It's bright, bright green. I do really love this. It's a very similar material to the Other Stories ones I've shown you, where it's like this stretchy material, and it's like a wool and acrylic blend, you could say. This is super comfy. I really enjoy the color of this. I definitely had like a year where I just bought brighter colors. So I have sweaters for every season, you guys. So this is like for when I want to do the brighter thing for sure. And I really like this, especially with like the darker jeans that I'm wearing. I think this looks good. So this is a definite keep. And here's why I think I forgot about my Other Stories sweater, because it's a dark green and I keep the greens with the blacks. And in my wardrobe, like my sweaters are like tucked in the back, so it's a little bit dark there. And I think I'm just not seeing the dark green on top of the black. I think that's maybe why. And I have not one, but 3 black sweaters. I'm not sure I need to keep all of them. This is the best quality one. This is by H&M, and it's a 100% cashmere sweater that I bought to replace another oversized black sweater that I like to wear with like sleeker skirts and like sleeker trousers as well. Like if I want to contrast like baggy with something sleek, this is my option. This is super comfortable, and I don't want to get rid of it because it's 100% cashmere. It's one of the best quality sweaters I own. So none of the cashmere I think is going to go for sure, because those are also some of the more recent purchases, you could say. So this one I like. It's got really nice long sleeves, and it's just really nice and boxy, which is why it goes. And here we have another Other Stories sweater in that stretchy material that I have the dark green in, that I have the gray in, and this is the one in the black with the high neck. So I do enjoy the fact that this has a high neck, but I don't like the way it sits here. I wore this the other day. In fact, I've just cleared away laundry, so this is just fresh out of the wash. And I like it, but I don't love it. I don't like how sleek the sleeves are. I think that's why. Like, I like it if it's just got a little bit more volume down here. I just feel it suits my body type a little bit better. So I'm actually veering towards a no for this one, which is a shocker. I had not expected that beforehand. But I think I know exactly why I have no issues getting rid of the black End of the Stories one, because I now have this one from H&M. This was in my most recent haul that I showed you. It's got the high neck, it's got a ribbed material, it's got these really nice like fluted sleeves with the little gaps. It's nice and oversized. You just see it has a little bit more volume here and also more volume here. And it's essentially the same material. So I don't need to keep two black sweaters that are essentially doing the same thing. I like the length on this a little bit better. Like it just hangs better on me as well. And I just really like this like little peekaboo effect. This is also fresh out of the wash. I just wore it again. So keeping two, one in a cashmere, one in an acrylic. And I think I'm good when it comes to black sweaters for sure. And then we have our red category. And this is partly my fault, but partly also the sweater's fault. This is a 100% wool sweater from H&M that I shrank accidentally in the wash. And I keep stretching it, I keep working it. I can still wear this just fine, but it's gotten a little short in the arms for me. And I don't like the V on this because this is quite a warm sweater for it being wool. But then it has this huge gap here and I still feel cold. So for me, it just has all the things going wrong for it. So that's why I think I may need to declutter this. But I definitely also need to put on my other red sweaters because I've got 3 because this is my favorite color, in case you don't know. However, I tend to wear lipstick, like red lipsticks a lot. So I tend to stay away from a lot of red up here because else I just feel that it's a bit too much, especially with my hair down. Red looks amazing on me. So this color works. That's not the issue. That's not the issue at all. I just don't really like the V on this. It's just a little bit too deep. I just don't feel great in this. And every single time I've worn it, because I'm trying to make it work to the best of my abilities, it also feels weirdly heavy. Like every single time I've worn it, it just feels like there's this weight to this sweater that I don't enjoy. So that's why this one has to go. The second red sweater I have is one that I've had for the longest time. This also has like a balloon sleeve, but this one I don't mind because it's got the slouch, which I love. It also has this really nice baggy fit. I just feel that this isn't my best red color. It's a tomato red. It's got quite a bit of orange running through it, and I prefer a red that's a little bit more blue toned. So when I put on the next sweater, I want you to tell me which one you think is best. I think the next one is going to be better for me than this one is. But this is super comfortable, and I do really enjoy this one. So shape-wise, I think I like this one better. Color-wise, I like the next one better. This is from H&M, by the way. It's not wool or anything. It's like, I think it's an acrylic one. I've had it for years. This is an older sweater in my wardrobe for sure, and I should wear it more. So here's the other red sweater. This is the last one I have. I still have a couple of like burgundy maroon leaning things, but for like the brighter red things, this is the last one I have. And now that I'm looking at it on camera, I actually think I prefer this over the more tomato red one because this still has like the baggy sleeve that I like. It still has the volume that I like as well. It does have that really gigantic collar that the gray one has as well that I got rid of. This is also an H&M sweater, and this is really comfy actually. I'm gonna have to wear this. So I'm gonna be decluttering the tomato red one, and I'm gonna keep this one because I think it's just better on me as a color. What do you guys think? Do you like the other one better? I think this is better as in terms of like a red color for me. Let me check in the mirror. Yeah. This is the difference between a blue toned red and an orange toned red, you guys. I think I'm going to put the orange toned one on the maybe pile for now because I really like the shape of it. And depending on what else I'm getting rid of, it may still fit into the wardrobe. Because I think I need to get rid of like 5 things and I'm already getting rid of 3. So we're doing good. And I don't have to get rid of everything in one go, of course. It's still my wardrobe after all. Next up are creams and like beige things, which I have quite a few. This is a vintage find and I love it because I was looking for a good cream cable knit sweater. It does have some sort of emblem somewhere on the sleeve. I don't know where it went because it's, oh, here. It's from like a sports brand for sure, but I love the way this fits. It was an absolute steal. I actually saw somebody else trying it on, and then she didn't want it. So I was like, are you not getting that? Because I'm still looking for a sweater like it. And this is really, really nice. It's wool, it's vintage, and I really, really like this one. But I then got this from Sézane. I'm not sure anymore what this is called, but they're Jago sweater, I think. This is super soft. It's really, really nice. Again, it just came out of the wash. And I like how the cable knit like starts smaller and then it kind of drapes down. This is super comfortable. This has a little bit more drape, a little bit more give. And this isn't even the only cream sweater I have, because I have this beige number from Urban Outfitters, which I love. We'll try that on next. I have this cotton thing from H&M. And then I've got not one, but two navy and cream striped sweaters as well. You see my issue? Like, I know exactly what I like. And then I just buy them. So yeah. Not getting rid of the Sézane because it's lovely. I really, really enjoy it. It's another one of those that just takes hours to dry once you've washed it. I've got a couple of things from Sézane now where it takes like 3 to 4 days for a sweater to dry. It's okay. I can deal with that. But that may be something to be aware of. I think I want to keep both the vintage knit and this one. So in terms of like cream things that need to go, I'm going to have to cull some of the other ones, and I really don't want to. So this I actually really, really enjoy. It's from Urban Outfitters. It's a beige sweater, and the other ones are all cream. Like everything else I have is going to be like taupe or gray that I like are neutral colors. This is the only beige thing I have, and I have been looking for an oatmeal colored sweater for the longest time. This again, like, it's beige, but it's not like a flat beige. And beige is just not really an easy color for me to find because I feel it washes me out. It's got the Henley style closure, and that's what I love about this one. I feel it just looks really cute on. But like the Gray and Other Stories sweater I've shown you, I only tend to wear this around the house. I don't think I've worn this going out ever since I bought it. So that tells you something as well. So if I keep this, I may have to put it with my loungewear. So yeah, what should I do? Because I love this. I love the way it fits. I love the way it feels. It's super comfortable. Really nice and snuggly, but not too warm sweater. I think I need to put this on the maybe pile because I don't think... Yeah, I do have a couple of other Henley style sweaters where they have like this kind of closure, I think. So I don't think it's that unique as I think it is in my brain, now that I have everything here in one go. So let me just try on some other things. I'm going to put this one on the maybe pile. And this is another cream sweater. This is from H&M, and this is a cotton sweater. So I've got a couple of like cotton base sweaters because I like wearing those in like the spring summer season. Yes, I do wear sweaters in the summertime sometimes. It can get cold here as an extra layer, really. You don't have to take a jacket, you take a sweater, that kind of thing. Nice baggy sleeves. It's oversized, but I feel this has shrank. Like this has shrunken in the wash. So I'm not sure. I still love it as much as I used to. The reason why I keep keeping this is the color. So yes, it's a cream, but it's got the marl, and I love a marl. I just really, really enjoy the navy that runs through it, so that when you're wearing it with jeans like this, it just goes and it's not as flat. That's also why I like the cable knit things, is that it has some texture to it, something that's interesting. Else I don't like a cream or a beige knit, you could say. So I like this. Again, it's super comfortable. Now that I've put it on, I'm like, but it's a good one. Not sure I should get rid of this one either. This is going to be another maybe pile item. I'm terribly sorry. And this is a cream navy stripe knit. One of the two. This is from H&M. It's 100% wool. It's got, like the black one, it's got these little splits, which are fun. The only thing is that this is the same material as that red sweater I decluttered with the V-neck. And this is the same thing where it feels really stiff putting it on. Like you can barely put your arms into the holes because the knit is so incredibly tight. It feels very constricting. And it's another really heavy sweater, which I don't love. And since I have another cream and navy striped sweater coming up, I think I'll keep the other one, get rid of this one. It really pains me, but I just feel that within H&M, their wool is better if it has a bit of cashmere because then it's a lot softer. This just feels very constricting and itchy and just not very comfortable because of that. So that's why I probably don't wear it a lot. And this is why I can get rid of the H&M sweater just now. This is by Sézane. It's their James sweater. It's got the closure down the sides. I got this in a size large. I could have sized down in this for sure, but I like that drape. And this, for a nice thick sweater, isn't too heavy. And this is also 100% wool. It just is. And this has the cable knit that I love, but it still has a stripe as well. So for me, I feel this is a little bit better. It just gives me the freedom to move, and I will still have a cream and navy striped sweater in my wardrobe for sure. So don't need two, I only have to keep one. Next up is this taupe knit from H&M. And this is where the taupe journey started, because I now have, apart from this, 3 more taupe colored sweaters. I've been really into the neutrals, and the other ones are all wool or cashmere blends, whatever. This one isn't. And I can tell, and this is again incredibly constricting on my throat. This is one that I bought because I saw someone, I think a YouTuber, buying this in the cream, and then this one in the taupe had sold out in my size. And then they were doing the sales, and it came back in stock in my size. And I was like, right, I'm gonna get it. I really like it. I love the design. It's got this like cable knit. It's got the rib, like the collar, but I don't like how the back panel is like the only thing that's not patterned. So for me, this is going to be an easy declutter because I would wear the other taupe sweaters over this for sure. This is just not really like some of the other thicker knit H&M sweater. It just feels constricting and I can't move in it the way I want to. And this is just already giving me like almost a heart attack. It's just too warm and a little too like tight around here. And I'm actually thinking I will be keeping the other taupe sweaters that I have. This is the cashmere one I have. It's, I think, an extra large. This went in the sale last year and I got it for super cheap. It's a dress on me. Like I could wear this with leather leggings and it will be fine. And that's how I actually intended to wear it. Not like this. But I can wear this around the house. It's super comfy. When we got some snow, it was super cold this winter. It worked really well. It drapes really nicely. And like some of the other sweaters I've shown you today, I just did laundry. This was in the wash and it washed beautifully. So I'm super happy with this one. I think I got it last year. And I'm also going to be keeping the other 2 taupe sweaters I now have from H&M. I've just found that buying their cashmere is better than their wool. I just have. And this is another taupe sweater. This is one that I told you about in my latest haul, but that I didn't have in yet because it was still making its way to me. This went on a massive, massive sale. It went down from 180 euros to, I think, under 40. And I was able to snatch it up in a small. I don't stick to sizes necessarily, especially not with sweaters. I just tend to wear the size that I think is going to look right on me. This is still oversized. Like, look at the sleeves. But that's why I like it. It has this like really nice like straight sleeve, a little bit baggy. It's got the drape. And this is a wool and cashmere blend. And I have it in the dark gray as well. So let me show you the last taupe one. I'm definitely going to be keeping this. This is just in. This is one of the last things I bought. So if you can hear an engine running, that's because I'm doing laundry. So it's almost finished. So that may be why. But we have another taupe sweater from H&M. This is the one I was really after. This really nice darker brown shade. I love this. It's another cashmere sweater that they do. And I just really enjoy this one. This is another one I bought this season, so this is not going anywhere. Here's why I had to get rid of some of my lighter gray sweaters, because I got some darker gray ones. I really, really love this one. This is the same sweater as the taupe one I just showed you that I said I also had in the dark gray. This is the dark gray, and this is in an extra small. It still fits really, really well. It's a little bit more tailored. I like the high neck on it because it's really nice keeping your neck nice and toasty, but it's not too constricting. So I like these ones a lot better than some of the other ones I've shown you that I'm decluttering. And this is the sweater that was an accident, in case you remember from my haul. I told you I ordered the darker taupe one and then they sent me this instead, and I like this just as much, so I decided to keep it and order the other one again. So I'm now set for like gray sweaters. I've got lighter gray, I've got darker gray. I think I'm good. So this is another H&M find. All of the previous ones, like all the taupey things, were all H&M. Here we have another Sézane number. Again, I don't know what sweater style this is. I'm not sure if they still do it. It's in a mohair in this like mustard brown sort of shade, which is like my favorite kind of brown thing to wear. And I bought this to replace a mustard yellow sweater I had from H&M that I finally got rid of last year because it was falling apart. It was one of the oldest sweaters in my wardrobe. So yeah, this is really nice. I was gonna wear it the other day to work, and then I was like doing my makeup, and I was like, I'm too warm in this. So this was still like lying in my makeup room. Like I still need to put that away. But yeah, this is incredibly comfy and I do really like it. But I have another one of these that fits the same bill, but they're different because they're a different texture, a different how do you call it? A different fabric. And this is one from this season. It's again nice and oversized. It's also Sézane. It's another like mustardy brown thing, but it's got the pom-poms and like this drape sort of shoulder thing. I really enjoy this. This is really nice. It's more of a like cotton and wool blend. The other one is more like mohair, and so it's a lot warmer than this is. But since I'm a teacher, I sometimes don't want super warm sweaters. I still want them to be super breathable because else I'll just overheat way too quickly. So this I really like. This is another one that takes a long time to dry after you wash it. It just does, but I love this one. Right, we have another Sézane sweater. I think this is their Lucas sweater, if I remember correctly, and this has that Henley style. So if I still want that sort of like button down top, I don't need to keep the oatmeal one because this one has it. And this is a really, really pretty navy sweater. I love a navy sweater. I really, really enjoy navy sweaters. I like this one a lot. It's again not too thick, not too heavy, and it's still really, really nice on. I love these like fisherman style sweatshirts, you could say, but they never fit me quite right because very often they're men's sizes and I'm too short for it. But this one gives me that vibe without it being an actual fisherman sweater. So that's the hole that this one fills in my wardrobe, you could say. And I have a burgundy sweater because I love myself some burgundy, and burgundy can be a very difficult color to find. This is an older H&M one. It's got like these like balloon sleeves, like bubbles almost, which I like. It's got a really nice drape, and I like the way, not sure if you can see this on camera, how the knit is like draped. It just helps the sweater to fit more nicely. Again, because I've bought so many cashmere things, I haven't really been wearing this a lot. But now that I'm putting it on, I'm like, yeah, I like this one. I think this is fun. So this is a definite keep. And then I have this maroon thing. This is from a vintage kilo sale. Super nice and bulky. It has the nice drape that I like. And I really enjoy the argyle sort of print that it has. I've got some more vintage knits, and this is another one that's really, really comfortable. Not itchy at all. I very often wear a t-shirt underneath sweaters anyway, so I can wear them multiple days. So this is just a nice one, and I like it a lot. And it's more of like the red in this is a little bit more brown leaning, so it's not a true burgundy, I feel. The other one is more wine red. This is more of like a maroon red. Another Henley style sweater. I don't need to keep the Urban Outfitters one. What am I telling myself? This even has a collar to it, and I like to call this my grandpa sweater. It's vintage, and I really, really like it, but now that I'm looking at it in a viewfinder, I'm not sure whether I should keep it. Yeah, I do like it. It's got like all of these different colors, do you see? And then it just has the gray placket, so I do like it. I really like it a lot. It's definitely something different in my wardrobe, so that's why I wouldn't want to get rid of it. So I'm going to keep this one, but I might get rid of my other vintage sweater, so I'll try that one on next. So here is another vintage sweater. I think this is the last one that I have for you, and it's got the V-neck, so I don't love that about this. Yeah, I like the other one better. This is a very gray, and then it just has like multicolored stripes. That's why I fell for it. That's why I took it home, you could say. Yeah, I do like this. I mean, it's got something 80s about it that I enjoy, like 80s, 90s. It's very sort of like 1988, 1989 kind of vibe. So I do like it. But I'm not sure. I like this one less than I do the other one. So this could go onto the maybe pile for now, because I don't necessarily want to get rid of it. I just have colorful things left, you could say. This is an orange sweater that I've told you that those were my last vintage sweaters, but this is so old. Like, I remember owning this when I moved here, which is nearly 7 years ago, and I already owned it for like 5 or 6 years before I moved. So this sweater has been with me through a lot. I fixed it. It got holes. I fixed it up because I don't suit orange very well. But this is like the ultimate fall sweater, which is why I keep it around. But I haven't worn it for like 2 years in a row. The past 2 years, I haven't really gotten any use out of it. But it is another one of those H&M cotton knits that I enjoy. Yeah. I love the colors in this. Do you see? It's got the orange and the brown and the white. And then it has like the pattern. So that's why I like it, why I feel I suit it very well. But it's not my best color. We all know that. Like orange is just not really my thing. And then I have those 2 Sézane sweaters, like the mustardy brown ones. I wear those over it. I think those fill that, what this used to do in my wardrobe. So am I going to say goodbye to this? I think I do. Wait, here's the thing. If I keep this, I need to get rid of this, or the other way around. That's the way it's going to go. Yeah, I don't like the V-neck on this, and this has never gotten over its weird, funky smell. So I'll get rid of this so I can keep one of my original favorites. And here's another thing that I know I already owned a couple of years before I ever moved into this place, and it's lilac. And that's why I've kept it. I love this in the spring season with black and white pants. I have a very particular pair of pants that I always wear this with. It's a checkerboard, like check print, black and white pants, pair of pants with ruffles down the side from Zara. But like in my brain, this sweatshirt, like this sweater, and those pants go together like hand in hand. That's why I haven't worn this. But now that I'm putting this on, I just feel it's a bit lumpy and shapeless, and it doesn't do much for me. Like lilac is another color that doesn't really go with my coloring. Pastels normally don't because they wash me out a lot. And I have lilac like blouses and stuff, so I could still wear those pants. So it also has a split down the sides, which I don't like. No, this can go. This can go. And I told you that I don't really suit orange, yet I ended up buying this from H&M. This is one of their like super cheap items, so I wasn't expecting this to last in my wardrobe at all. But it's fun. It's this like wavy pattern with like the baby pink and the white and the orange. And I just think she's fun. She's fun. It's bright, it's fun, it's colorful, and we also need to have those kind of things in our wardrobes. In fact, we're going to get brighter as we go along for this final section of the video. And here is a seafoam green crochet top. I'm wearing a nude top underneath it just to not flash everyone. And I love this thing. I really, really do. I tend to wear it more so as a layering piece though. Or if it's like super warm with like a white tank top underneath it, I do really like it. It's got really cute scalloped sleeves. It's got a scalloped edge, but it does have the V. And I'm not a huge fan of a V-neck. We've just found out. I don't know. I don't think this suits me really well. It's like, it's a little shapeless. Like, I would have to wear the right items with this to be able to pull it off. And that's probably why it lies forgotten in my wardrobe. But I do really like it. And I like the crochet knit and I like the color. So I'm definitely going to keep it, but I have to figure out how to wear this. Now, this next sweater I love. It's another seafoam green sweater. It's from H&M. And this is super slouchy. It has a slit neck and you can wear it off the shoulder if you'd like. So whenever I wear this, I tend to wear this with a strapless bra. That's the only way I can really pull it off. And it's just really nice and baggy and slouchy. And you can like pull it this way if you'd want to as well. Like, this is nice. Like, this is a great spring summer sweater. Again, have I worn this in the past 2 years? I just don't reach for this as much as I love it. I think I'm just over this style. So I do, now that I've put it on again, I really like it. So this is going to go onto the maybe pile for sure. This is a super old monkey find. It's a mohair sweater. It was in the sale for, hold your horses, this was €5. Nobody wanted this, but I thought it was fun and bright, and it's a very open knit, and I tend to wear this with like a black tank top underneath it, and then like black trousers as well. So an all black base, and then this, and then it really pops. So I do really enjoy this, but again, not something I've worn recently. I do really like the shape of this, and it's good to have a yellow that suits me, because again, yellow is a very difficult color for me to find. Not all yellows suit me, and I feel this one works pretty okay. And this is a cardigan slash sweater thing. It's got a full button placket, and this is, I think, H&M or Zara or something, I think. And I put it with my sweaters because I couldn't see myself like wearing this over something else. But ever since I put it with my sweaters, I still haven't worn it. And this is more like a lemony yellow shade, and I feel it washes me out a little bit more than the monkey thing does. Like the monkey brighter, almost like, it's not neon, but it's just, it has a vibrancy to it that I feel doesn't drown me. But this just kind of makes me look extra pale. That's just the way I feel. So that's why I don't really think this necessarily goes. Like, no, this is not it. This is definitely not it. And I was a super happy person when I found a really nice cobalt blue sweater from H&M in their cashmere range. I think last year I have been looking for cobalt blue items to put into my wardrobe for the longest time, because I feel that with blonde hair, a very nice bright blue like this just goes really, really well. And I now have some items, so I'm good. But this is the sweater version, and I really like it. It has a really nice drape. Like I said, it's a cashmere sweatshirt. Love this one. Another thing I hunted down for a while were these really nice, intense purple items. And I think that this is the item that I bought to have like a purple in my wardrobe that I wear the least. I have a suit from Zara that if I go for this kind of purple, I wear that suit with a turtleneck underneath, and I feel really, really good. This is just a little weird. It doesn't fit the way I'd like to. Like, I'm still wearing a top underneath it from those sheer things, so I can't really tuck this very well now. But I just feel that it's just so unproportioned. Like, it's very tight with the wrists, and then it goes super baggy. And then there's a lot of cable knit in the arm section, but not here. And then this is, again, super constricted. So I'm thinking this can go. And the reason why the purple H&M sweater can go is this one from Sézane. They called it magenta, and I just think it's a really wonderful sweater. Again, it's got that really nice detailing that Sézane is known for. Yes, it has the high neck, but again, it's not constricting. It doesn't feel like incredibly claustrophobic. It's more of a tight fit, which I don't normally go for, but I do like this. It's very comfy, really easy to wear, and I really, really enjoy this shade on me. And here's our final sweater. This is from Other Stories. This is a bright pink one. I really enjoy this. Again, bright pink, super difficult for me to buy, but when I find it, I stick with it. So let me take stock how much we're getting rid of, because I was saying 5 at the start of the video. Definitely getting rid of more of that. I've got 9. That's almost double, and that excludes the maybe pile. So here's the maybe pile. I need opinions on these, you guys. So if you remember what was on the maybe pile, then help a girl out, because these things aren't going anywhere just yet. So let me know if you think I should keep any of these, because I think 10, if I can get rid of 10, like one more, I think that would be great. So maybe, yeah, I know. Hold on. The Urban Outfitters Henley sweater that I only wear around the house. You know, the beigey oatmeal one? That can go, and then I'm going to keep the cream one from H&M with the marl, because I just like it a little bit better. I'm going to keep the seafoam green one. I'm going to keep my tomato red one, because I love the shape, and the dark green and Other Stories one. I think we're there. Thank you so very much for joining me for this next installment of my wardrobe clear out. I will be back with a new installment next month. So let me know what you want me to do then, because I was thinking we could do jeans. Possibly. I'm not sure. I want to save some of the wintry bits for the end of the year. So things like cardigans, I think is going to be like October, November time. So I thought maybe jeans could be next, because that's another area that I think needs a cull. It's just one of those things, like I haven't really bought a lot of jeans in a while. Everything that I have fits, so that's great as well. But yeah, I think jeans could be next. So let me know what you want me to do, what section of my wardrobe you want me to go into next. I would love to know. Thank you so very much for joining me here today. Let me just round out the video and hope that you are back next week for a new video. I think it's going to be time for you to be updated on my reading for the year so far. So I think next week is going to be a wrap up. So stay tuned for that, and then hope to see you in my next one. Bye-bye.